Alright, here we go. Iron Journal Chapter 5. I was challenged by my brother Kyle and training partner Steve to do a voiceover. So here we go. This is 2:05 for 3. It's early in the morning train, so gotta wake up on a Monday morning. Have a hard time driving my head through. Moving on to Tuesday. We have front squats. My hip was bothering me all week. I think it was my sciatic nerve in my right hip. So I was happy that I was able to get through the squats because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to push through it. My shoulders drop usually on the third rep, but that was relatively easy. So we'll keep building on it as the weeks go by. This is the first deadlift session of a 2-week block. I'm going to 315 for 3 sets of 2. 3 sets of 2. Try to front load the bands a little bit to have me sit on my heels. I'm enjoying those. Here we go, bench day, 295 for 2 sets of 3. We bumped our hands out, my older brother and I, to try widen our grip. Relatively benched close in the last couple meets, so I'm anxious to see if it pays off. Moving into Thursday, we have 385 for 3 here. This felt good. My hip was still bothering me. I don't know if it's from the drive-in, being cooped up in my car or whatever, but it felt decent on this day, so I was pretty happy with the way it went. Speed was decent on these. It should be. It's only 385. Been wearing the band around my knees just to keep working that hip drive and from my knees from collapsing in. So 435's up next for a triple. I was very happy how this went. I was nervous about it going into it, being that it's an early morning lift, and it's probably the heaviest I've gone in the last maybe 4 or 5 weeks. So nice and smooth. I get a little loose in the bottom. That's something I got to keep working on. I'm happy the way it moved though, and the hip felt fine, so I think it was a win-win. Little knee dips there, but it's gonna happen. Moving into Friday, we have 185 for 5. 5s on the press for me are horrible. After the first 3 are pretty good, and then 4 and 5 get a little funky. I get some toe drive coming off the bottom, so it's not 100% no leg drive, but got through it. We move into Saturday. It's my older brother Kyle hitting 420 for 3. Kyle's coming off a couple injuries to his back and his knee, and happy to see him up and running again, hitting some decent weights. He's getting ready for a meet that we're all doing in December. Next up is Steven Lifsmore, training partner of mine, coming back from a big layoff golf season. But he looks good. I'm happy he's getting back to training, and 225 for a couple sets of triples here, and his back felt good, and we moved on to deadlifts after this. Well, I got my front squat. So I try to front squat before every deadlift session just to get some extra volume in my legs and work my upper back because I do round a little bit in the back squat. It's 275 for 3. It was pretty good. Felt light. This is at my brother's garage gym, actually. He's got a lot of good stuff in there. There's 455 for 1. It's my top set of a hook grip. My right bicep has felt like it's going to blow off the last couple meets, so I'm trying to incorporate more of a hook grip into my training. And through the research I found is you go up to a top set and then maybe you put on some reps to overload. So here's 495 for 3. Felt really easy. We're going to add about 10 pounds this a week, or every 2 weeks. So hopefully end up around 550 for a triple by meet time. Thanks again. I hope this wasn't too painful.